use tip line at Mercy Corps?
Well, this is the ethics hotline. What we do is we can take your report or concern, and then we can file it, and it'll go, once we've completed it, it'll go to an investigator of the company,
Hmm.
and then it'll be investigated.
Oh, great. And so you're sort of like an outside contractor that helps assist convercent, convercent, because I just linked off the website. I just found out about it yesterday.
We are conversant, and we are a third party for the company
Oh,
or
great.
organization.
And then the people that you submit your report to, are they a fourth party?
I know that they do the investigation for the company,
They do, yeah, exactly.
and
I don't
whether
know how,
they're
what the
right,
regulation.
whether they're a fourth party, I don't know.
I see. And do you know the name of that investigatory company?
I do not.
Oh, okay. I think I saw it somewhere. So, and what types of complaints do you take? Like
Anything.
anything? Well,
Anything that you have a concern or a complaint about, we
okay.
can take a report for you.
Well, I was really surprised yesterday. I made contact with Mercy Corps to verify the employment of a Mercy Corps employee who is running for a local election. I was researching my candidates, and I confirmed on Twitter that I was able to confirm her employment. And then I basically got a threatening letter and a call from police. And I don't usually get called by police over tweets. Um, but what was kind of confusing is the election office she is running for also has some of the problems that Mercy Corps has. And I tried to word it nicely, but I wanted to know if she had experience and expertise on handling those types of ethics problems that would be beneficial to the organization that employs the man who sexually assaulted me. And so I have tried to make this complaint to numerous agencies and authorities in my local community. And she looks like a very educated and professional person. And I meant her no personal offense when I wrote to her and asked her, due to working HR with Mercy Corps, um, are you a part of the change that Mercy Corps is going under where they evaluate things and they're better at safeguarding and taking complaints and listening and apologizing if they do something wrong? So I was reaching out in good faith, and then I was sent this very frightening email threatening legal action, calling of law enforcement, and they tried to frame it that if I complain about someone who sexually abused me, then I am harassing the board member of the board of directors of this district that has this predator in a position around the vulnerable. So my interest was good faith. I also was worried for her as a woman. She looks about my age. I just thought, oh, this is the kind of person he might want to harass or grab or grope or assault like he did to me. So I thought, she's new to the organization. What if she goes through a hazing process? Mercy Corps' already been through hell. Heads up, you got a predator that maybe nobody told her. So I thought I might be the first person who let her know that there was this issue with this sexual abuser that the guys are protecting. And not only that, they're protecting job discrimination. They won't let the victims go anywhere near the perpetrator, and then therefore they discriminate with jobs, or they promise you jobs, but then they won't fulfill them if you don't keep their sexual abuse secret. So I feel like the Mercy Corps employee, um,
Okay, let me stop you, ma'am.
yeah,
So, did you want to file a report?
yeah, I think so. If this sounds like the kind of thing you could make a report on.
Again, I can make a report on anything that you want me to.
Oh, okay.
We don't have guidelines or specifications that say, no, we can't report that for you.
Okay.
If you want to make a report, I'd be happy to help you make the report.
Thank you. That's kind of you.
And so that is what you want to do.
Yeah, and how do we do it? Am I allowed to make it anonymously, or because I'm faced a lot of harassment and retaliation and threats, and I don't know how far this will go anyway. She might never even, you know, have to answer for what she did to me, but
You can, it's your choice on whether you want to be anonymous or not.
okay.
What we'll do is, it's a little bit of a process, is we can go through and, make your report that you want. And then once we submit it, it goes to an investigator. They
Mm-hmm.
take it from there and investigate it.
Okay.
What they decide to do, we don't have any bearings on any of that. We're
Okay.
just basically like your voice, that type of thing.
Thank you, because I'm not always so good at filling out forms online, and I think your help would it be appreciated.
Okay, one moment here, we can get started. And what did you say the name of the organization or company is?
It's Mercy Corps, uh, CORPS.
Okay, now this service is not an emergency hotline or a substitute for contacting law enforcement. The information you submit via the service may not be reviewed immediately. If you are facing a life threatening emergency or believe you are facing the threat of imminent bodily harm, please contact your local police or emergency responders immediately. And you understand and acknowledge that information?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. And now I do need to select a category here. So, one moment here. I'm going to select other. We don't really have a category that narrows that down. So we do have a few questions that we need to go over before we get started. They may or may not pertain to your situation,
Okay.
but we can always answer no. Okay?
Okay.
Did the incident or violation occur more than once?
Um, well, in a way, it was a two-part threat. It was the threatening letter and the threatening phone call. So I guess that's two.
Okay. Was there anyone injured?
Um, I mean, I haven't slept. I was so frightened by her that I haven't slept. So, I mean, psychological injury, I don't know if that counts.
I don't know. I can't make that distinction.
Yeah. But I mean, the original assault was a physical assault that she was bullying me about. So that was definitely a physical injury.
Okay, so you want me to answer yes?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, and please describe the nature of the injury.
Um, the injury by the employee in her jurisdiction was a violent well, a series of attempted sexual gropings, including repeated grabbing of my boob as I pushed his hand away, an attempt to grab my genitals, which I successfully pushed away. And then when I called him an abuser, he did a violent pin down of my arms, legs, slamming my neck so forcefully it could almost break my neck, putting whiplash and pain in my neck, almost kind of knocking me out because it was so violent. And then when I struggled to break free, he pinched my arms harder and put bruises on my arms. And then when I struggled to uh, free my legs so I could kick him in self defense, he pinned my legs even harder, like pushed. And he's doing this all as he's ripping my arms away from my face because I'm trying to protect myself from him like he's coming at me like a storm. And he rips my arms down, pins my legs, grinds down even harder, and then rubs his genitals on. Where his genitals wound up were on my left thigh, based on like I was sort of slightly at an angle or something. And he's very big.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can get all that in the report. Like I said, these preliminary questions.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so was there any property damage?
I moved and lost most of my property to get out of danger. So, to get away from his danger, I did lose a substantial amount of my personal goods.
Was there anyone else aware of the violation?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, at the time, or do you mean afterwards?
It just says that anyone else aware of the violation.
I would say yes, multiple state agencies, um, personal friends, people that knew the person who attacked me, interviewers, investigators.
Was anyone outside the organization involved in the violation?
Hmm. I don't I don't know if I understand that question. Do you mean like facility?
Well, was there somebody outside of the organization involved in the violation?
Um, I think, I mean, the attack was from a sole person who had been introduced to me, and he's now in the jurisdiction of the Mercy Corps lady who sent me the threatening letter. Um,
Okay, I'm just gonna select no for that one.
okay, yeah, sorry.
Nope, that's all right. Now, has the incident been reported to anyone in supervision or management?
This is my first report to the Mercy Corps um, company's ethics hotline because I just found out about it yesterday, as well as I got the threatening letter to be quiet about the assault and the call from law enforcement to make sure I got the threatening letter and that I would be threatened with
So
arrest.
you did report it to supervision or management?
Um, at this point, there's no one to report it to because they're threatening to put me in jail or a stalking order, or if and try to, like, basically they're saying the act of whistleblowing is a criminal offense. So I am very afraid to report anything to anyone because whenever I do,
Okay.
they threaten me.
All right, I'll select no for that question. Now, have the incident been reported to anyone outside of the organization?
Um,
You said law enforcement.
oh yeah,
correct?
law enforcement took a report. He's somewhat self-incriminated, but that wasn't good enough for the organization to believe me.
You made the report.
Yes.
Did anyone else witness the incident?
Actually, one of the precursor assaults that was witnessed by a witness who I provided her information to authorities. It was a separate physical grab where my wrist was grabbed and pulled in a hurtful way. And yeah,
Okay. So was it a employee, a passerby?
um, uh, she was the person who introduced me to the perpetrator. So I guess she was his friend at the time.
Now, are you a current employee of the organization?
No, I'm not. And I don't know, does that increase or decrease my rights?
I don't believe it has any bearing.
Okay.
Okay, so were you just, so if you were an employee, were you a customer, client?
I was being groomed for some kind of work. Yeah, sorry about the noise, but groomed for some kind of work in the feeding the needy. I thought I was being groomed for a job position, but once it was clear I was being groomed for sexual abuse, I mean, trying to report it to Erica is reporting it up the chain of command. She's his immediate accountability officer in the board of directors of this organization. So I think I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not expecting to be threatened for doing the right thing. That's kind of what I want to report.
Okay, so you're not an employee, so you were
Basically, because I wouldn't be
what?
quiet about the attempted rape, I lost the job opportunity. Because the only way you can get the job is if you shut up about the
Okay,
attempted rape.
so you were an applicant.
I was asked repeatedly. I was being solicited, even including after the
Okay, I'm
assault.
just going to leave it as applicant.
Okay.
One moment. Okay, we can go ahead and get started on the report. Please keep in mind that I'll be typing as you're talking.
Okay.
I will not be able to type as fast as you talk, so I may ask you to slow down, give me a moment to catch up, or repeat yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we can get started whenever you're ready.
Okay.